It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. To see what is right and not do it is the worst cowardice. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. It is better to light a single candle than to curse the darkness. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Wheresoever you go, go with all your heart. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. The wise man does at once what the fool does finally. We learn wisdom by reflection, by imitation, and third, by experience, which is the bitterest. When anger rises, think of the consequences. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. The faults of a superior person are like the sun and moon. They have their faults, and everyone sees them. They change, and everyone looks up to them. Give a bowl of rice to a man, and you will feed him for a day. Teach him how to grow his own rice, and you will save his life. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. Forget injuries, never forget kindnesses. The noble-minded are calm and steady. Little people are forever fussing and fretting. When you know a thing, to hold that you know it, and when you do not know a thing, to allow that you do not know it. This is knowledge. To see and listen to the wicked is already the beginning of wickedness. To be able under all circumstances to practice 5 things constitutes perfect character. These 5 things are gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. The superior man is distressed by the limitations of his ability. He is not distressed by the fact that men do not recognize the ability that he has. To study and not think is a waste. To think and not study is dangerous. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge. When prosperity arrives, do not use all of it. The will to conquer is the first condition of victory. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, make 2 graves. The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. The object of the superior man is truth. The expectations of life depend upon diligence. The mechanic that would perfect his work must first sharpen his tools. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. Virtue is not left to stand alone. He who practices it will have neighbors. The hardest thing of all is to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it.